It's a lot of problems.
All right, we're back with the newest episode of My Parents' Basement, the podcast. Look, right now, he's fucking excited this whole time his willy's wet. I want to introduce the two men that are making this a special day as the first guest, because yesterday, look, Kurt, I'm not going to rip on you, but I know, family matters. But either way, we got Henry, we got Antonio. I'll even read off their credits. We have the man of the hour. He was in Three Guys, One Squirrel. He was in also Three Guys, One Squirrel. But it's okay.
Oh, no.
But it's okay. I was in the Domino's ad, the DoorDash ad, and then also Three Guys, One Squirrel. So that's how it happens. But without ever ado,
you guys Tower plus one.
So you can already tell it's gonna be a fun one. It's gonna be a long one. But you know, even before I start saying the bullshit, I gotta give you guys a proper que lo que.
Get okay, that's right. Let's go. I like that. That's how we do it, baby. Let's go, dude.
I know. You see, I'm cultured.
He does his homework.
There we go. All I know is that Toto is a delicious food.
Absolutely. The best. The best.
Oh my god. So yes, we have the two legends here to showcase toughness, charisma, charm, but also how they blend in the culture and also into acting and also normal life. Because that's what this is about, talking shit and enjoying life. And like, before we get started with any question, is there anything you guys want to share or let people know about yourselves?
All right, I'll let you go first.
You see, he doesn't fucking know himself.
I don't know myself either. I'm just here for a good time with my boy D. Yo, but yeah, I mean, that's how we met, through acting.
Yeah.
And dude, like, I hate how people try to like rip on like background and stuff, but
it's acting, bro. It's still art.
It's still like,
it's still annoying.
Yeah, for sure.
Right?
But like, you meet like the coolest fucking people, dude.
Absolutely.
You fucking go and see like crazy spots that you never be able to see without it. So like,
100%. That's a good point. Back to like acting. It again, like, you meet cool people. It's a great network. It's also people that are like self-motivated a lot of the times. Where, don't get me wrong, like doing some of the acting stuff that I've done personally, I don't know if you guys can kind of attest to that. Like, it's long hours. Yes, people see what's on the TV. There's a lot more that goes into it, and it's a lot of the time it sucks because we're like the bottom of the barrel sometimes, people, and it just takes a lot. Like, there's a lot of people that I've met that have done background, that I've suggested them to do background or other type of gigs, and they do it once and they never go back again because they're like, nah, that sucked. It's a bad experience.
No, for sure.
It kind of tells you about people that do it, right? They're like, yo, dude, like, at least this person is persistent. And you kind of be like, yeah, these are the kind of people that I want to be around, you know?
Yeah, like-minded people, for sure.
And especially when you said the bottom of the barrel, because I swear to God, like, they will be like, you can suck my dick just for an extra 2 minutes on camera. And I'm like, all right. I was like, I'm good. I was like, but then there will be one guy, I don't even know if he still follows me, whatever, you're great for the story. There's one dude during a football scene, he's like, I broke my finger on camera. The director even asked me how I was doing. I'm in.
Oh my God.
And I was like, yeah, he probably has you in for like, let's avoid him because he's a liability.
Yeah. Let's not get sued by this guy.
In the fucking do not call list.
Because I'm like, yeah, you're having a casual catch. Like, you weren't knowing football gear, but it's okay, he's an athlete.
Yeah.
But,
at least he plays on TV.
I mean, that would have been golden. They're like, yeah, behind the scenes, a guy fucked up that hard. So as you can tell, these guys are clowns just like me. Because, you know, that, like, I don't want you to think, like, again, with background, it's working hard. Because we met through that, but then we all have different ventures and things beyond that. He's a full-on businessman. Like, he was telling me the whole grind of, like, especially with fucking Spectrum. Yeah. You know? And we're not talking about people that are off the spectrum, so treat them kindly.
Exactly. Exactly.
But more just like, you know, the actual entertainment system. So, like, you know, tell me how you took, like, characteristics from acting into the real world, because both of them require people skill.
That's a great point, actually. I'm going to tell you right now, like, I'm in sales. So, sales is acting in a way, right? Because you have to kind of give these people the energy. You have to go in there, first of all, it's energy. If you don't have the energy, you're automatically going to have, you're going to be on the 50% side of they're going to tell you no. So you got to match the energy. You got to maybe sometimes do some compliments. The best salespeople are the people that are not even mentioning the sale. They're talking about other things. They're walking into a room and they're like, oh, I see you got a punching bag there. And at the end of the day, you're like, oh, what did you come in here for? Oh, by the way, yeah, I work for Spectrum and I'm trying to sell this XYZ. By the way, like, I'm no longer working at Spectrum. Thank God. It is a shit job. But it's
not sponsored by them anymore.
And you're not gonna get sponsored by them.
Do not buy Spectrum.
Listen, get Verizon. Verizon sponsor the show. But I would just say like you do take things away from, obviously, like if you're doing acting, right? It just helps you in your everyday thing. It helps you code switch, and it just helps you walk into any other environment and kind of adjust to the environment. So you're like a chameleon, and I think that's what you get from acting, and you apply it to your everyday life.
Definitely.
So
it was like perfectly well said.
I know, that's what I'm like, way to shit on us. Fucking Al Pacino here on the couch. But fine.
Like, kiss my ring, like the fucking
No, for real.
So now this segment I feel like is perfect for you also, because when we first met on set, we were talking about MMA fighting, all the combat sport, because everyone, when you think of acting, you think like, oh my god, please, like, don't stick it in my ass too hard, you know, like, but like, you guys embody toughness, even though you're in like the fucking sweater looking all friendly, but still, like, you got the fucking epic task that I love always popping, so like, how do you feel like when some people downplay how you could be a normal, regular dude, also be tough and part of the acting realm?
Honestly, like, it's just like, I don't know, I just feel like your best bet is just be yourself, like, and that's it, you know what I mean? And just, yeah, dude, like, I just like I'm just like myself, and I know that like some, like certain things, like that extra work hard actor is just like, is like lost in these kids nowadays. Everyone wants to do fucking TikTok or whatever, you know. So, and when I tell them like if they ask me about work and I tell them like my hours or like when I have to be up, they go like,
oh my god,
mind blown, and like and they look at me like I'm crazy. And
you
I'm
do
like,
that?
Yeah.
And that's the crazy part. Then they're like, wait, and you work out? What do you mean? You actually do weights? Just Equinox, they have a very nice sauna.
No.
They do have a nice sauna and the hot tub too.
Shit, okay.
Enjoy
you can sponsor us, Equinox. I want that sauna now.
Yeah, absolutely. Equinox is big time. You're an Equinox, you're doing something right if you're on Equinox, y'all. Listen.
No, but yeah, like honestly, I like invested in my own like gym equipment. I got a heavy bag, squat rack, barbells and all that stuff, and that was like the best bet. Yeah, cause exactly. You don't need anything crazy, and that was just like my best bet, cause I didn't even have to drive to the gym. Cause like my biggest pet peeve with the gym nowadays, the kids on their phone.
Oh, okay.
Or like
in between sets.
Yeah.
So you gotta wait for this. Hey, how many sets you got? I got 3 sets left, and then those 3 sets take 8 hours because the dude wants to take a 2-3 minute break sitting on his phone. Like, my God, dude.
Yeah, that was like, I was like, dude, I gotta get out of here before I lose my mind. So I just like bought my own shit.
It's tough going to a gym in New York, man, because it's just like.
No, that's everywhere. Jersey was the same thing.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, I just like moved out to Jersey.
So it's the thing. It's like when you're serious about the gym, you want to pay more money to join gyms that are less crowded. But even though, like, there's a problem with all types of gyms. No matter how expensive you go with gym or how cheap you go with a gym, there's gonna be a problem with the gym regardless. Yeah. So yeah, if you get your own in-house gym, like, that's the best way to go. Unfortunately, I'm poor and I'm in New York City, so there's no in-house gym for me, yo. It's just, yo, figure it out yourself.
Soon, bro. Don't even.
Soon, you know.
Don't worry, I got that buddy pass.
Yes. In the meantime, buddy pass for you, bro. Yeah. Wake your ass up at 6 o'clock in the morning where there's very few people in there and fucking go to the gym at that time.
Man. Hell yeah. Dude, by the way, we gotta hit the gym one day. That'll be fun as hell.
I know, yeah, but hopefully they don't kick it. Actually, funny enough, I did one ad in the gym, how, you know, sometimes they'll be like, oh, like, make this look silly when you're filming with a girl, like, you'd be like, oh, you need a testosterone booster. Yeah. So it was, I believe it was the leg press I was on, and then a girl had to, like, lean over me and be like, I got it.
What?
Which, you know, in the moment, it's fine. Meanwhile, every person just sees a tripod, they see a girl go, I got it, and I just see, like, this piece of shit, and I'm like, no, please don't send me in the parking lot. Like, I need to get this check. I promise you. Yeah. Like, she's not putting it in my face like that on the regular. I mean, I wish, but.
Yeah, no.
I'm not gonna say her name. Hopefully, she's watching this.
Oh yeah, shout out to that girl.
Yeah. Slide in his DMs when you get a chance.
Everyone else is like, who the fuck was that? I'm kidding, there's no roster.
Yo, what do you at her?
But, so, yeah, but that's also the beauty of it. Like, even before, when you mentioned MMA, I know you're big on football. Like, everyone, especially when they think of Dominican culture, oh, baseball.
Yep.
Like, but that's the thing, though, is like, I feel like anything that's manly is part of the culture. That's why I love it and I gravitate towards it, because, like, I've never met, like, a Dominican dude where I'm like, oh yeah, he can't fuck someone up. Even if I've met gay Dominican dudes, even I'm like, oh no, he'll still fuck you up.
Still got hands.
He'll probably give him a kiss and fuck his ass up too.
Exactly. Well, more than one way. But that's why I love it though, just because it's just like. Meanwhile, for me, the tradition is like, oh please, don't hurt me. Like we'll get a lawyer. And I'm like, I was like, okay, I need to be around more Dominicans.
Dude, I also think that's. This and it's stereotypes left and right, you know.
But you do need a nice Jewish lawyer.
Yo, listen.
Yo,
absolutely.
Good looks, man. I got you.
Yeah, like, I'll definitely go to you. But yeah, no, dude, like I think that's just the problem with just time, like society in general right now, where it's like people want to judge other people by the cover, you know, instead of like getting to know people or whatever. Just like I'm big into energy, and when you walk into somebody's like even in the presence. And just see how they act. And like I'll be honest, like I'll chill with somebody that I've just met if I feel like their energy is just that, then somebody that I've been like that grew up my entire life with. You know what I'm saying? Like
yeah, because I feel like it's just like more into that like home energy where it's just like even me, like I have like Tio Julio, you know, my dad's best friend. And it's funny though, because I'm like, oh, like I get it. Like just anyone that, even if they're not related, like they're part of the family because you trust them with like anything.
That's a culture. That is a culture. Like it's just like, yo, dude, like you don't have to be blood to be a part of the family. You just have to be good to me, and I'm good to you. That's pretty much how that works. And it's interesting, man. I think that's how like my dad raised me. But that's not even a Dominican thing. I think that's just like a minority thing. Where you see that from different people, you see that from Jewish families, you see that anything, it doesn't matter. You just see that from minorities. That's how it is. It's like if there's a trust there, you're family now. Like Vin Diesel, fucking family. You know what I'm saying?
100%.
I mean, hey, we can get fucking 10 shitty movies now together. I mean, please.
Yeah, exactly. Sign me up.
But yeah, that's what I love about it is because like especially in the industry, people are like constantly think like, oh no, I don't want to be friends with them because like they're competition. Whereas I'm like, no, if you're friends with people, you can all rise together doing shit together.
Yeah, dude, always been like
you're into
like,
shit.
Dude, I always felt like there's like more than enough for everybody too. Like you know what I mean? Like I hate when people try to like. They see somebody as a threat and they try to like derail the
Those
whole,
people
like,
are not gonna make it regardless.
Yeah, no, 100%.
Because it's like
100%, but there's like it's like you know what I mean. Like it's just like there's no need for that type of shit.
No, 100%, dude. I love the people that I've met. The few people that I've met, they're like, oh, dude, can I get your information so I can work with you like outside of this gig or stuff like that? I'd be like, yo, absolutely, brother. Like
for sure.
If I have time, I'll definitely make time to go to any. I don't have to get paid. Dude. If you invite me to a project, that makes me feel like off the hook, like. You know what I'm saying?
Like
that,
you're creating something.
That makes me feel appreciated.
You hear that shit? They're honored to be here. Okay?
Yeah,
like,
dude. No, I really am, dude.
I didn't even pay him.
I'm an hour away from your crib, bro. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like, the fact that you invited me is awesome. Like, no matter where this goes, it's just awesome to be part of creative stuff. Absolutely.
See,
and have a fun time at the same time, you know what I mean?
Yeah.
Like have a good time.
That's why this is the Dominican Fiesta, the celebration. Like I'm honored just because when I spoke to both you guys, I was like, you know what, perfect timing. Because I think Antonio suggested, he's like, why don't you just have us at the same fucking time? I'm like, you know what, fuck it, sure. And then because I was like, a brand I'm gonna work with, you'll see a sponsor actually later, nice enough. If they like it, if not, then this whole part I'm talking about will disappear. But
the power of editing.
Yeah, the power of editing. Then you know, like it'll be good where we're actually doing something in honor. So that's what I do love is because even if you know one of us works with a company by ourselves, people don't realize companies will reach out to an actor and be like, hey, I like you. Do you have anyone else that you think would be great for this? Yeah. So that's why it works out. How what I'll feature and I'll say because it's a surprise will actually involve like it's a group activity that is fun and also it's sporty, which is what we were talking about. Yeah. So that's why it really fits perfect for this episode.
Hell yeah, brother. We got basketball covered, baseball, football, MMA.
Dude, I'm an MMA fan too. I'm a casual MMA, but dude, like I love MMA. Ever since COVID happened,
Yeah.
Jorge Masvidal was the one that changed my
That
kind of
flying
my
knee
sporting
against,
stuff, dude.
Ben
Oh my
Askren.
god, dude! Like, and just like the year that he was the fighter of the year that year. It was just insane, his run, and
it was like honestly like inspiring because this dude was from like
you know
the streets of Miami.
yeah, like I remember watching him, dude. I swear to God, in the youth on YouTube when that shit first came out.
Yeah, with
like
Kimbo
the street
Slices.
fights?
Yeah, the street fights and shit. Like when he fought that big guy, I think his name was Carlos or something. He was outweighed by like 100 pounds and he still fucked him up.
That
So now to
shit
see
don't
that
matter.
into him having that fucking year, it's like, dude, I
and
want
it's like, and even like for example,
I
I didn't know nothing about Jorge, and like if you then do the research or whatever, he's a guy that pretty much was like a 500 guy, right? Wins, losses, it wasn't.
Yeah, exactly.
And he just ended up having like, it's so cool because in the biggest moment, right, where the biggest spotlight was him for an entire year, he ended up having an amazing year. And his life is set just off of that 1 year.
For sure.
Even, he ended up losing to Adesanya, and not Adesanya, he ended up losing to Usman.
Yeah.
And Usman ended it pretty much his career.
Yeah, pretty much.
But like,
but not bad
still,
for a
cool.
street fighter from Miami, bro. Like,
right. And he's actually gonna try to
Sorry.
fight this year in Miami in UFC. He's gonna be on a card this year for UFC. I guess money ran out or something like that. So
Yeah, probably.
He's gonna go back in.
It's all good.
Yeah, but that's why we love it. Just like it's one of those stories where it's like, even though it's like everyone's like, it's so violent, but it's just like, well, that's how he makes it out and provides for family. So that's why I feel like a lot of people don't get it. They just see violence and they don't see like there's meaning behind it. He wasn't automatically came out his mouth like goo goo gaga, I want to punch the shit out of someone.
The amount of respect too that like that the discipline that MMA fighters have. I'm not even gonna say UFC. It's insane because like. Yeah. Imagine if you get punched in the face. Are you gonna just shake hands afterwards with somebody and give them a hug? Like, I can never picture that.
Like honestly, yeah. Because the thing is, like, I mean, I trained in gyms and sparred and the whole nine, but I haven't like fought, like, because
an official
I thought,
match, right?
exactly. I thought I was like, I'm not gonna like be naive, like had I like discovered this when I was like in my 20s, 100%. Now I'm too old.
Right.
It's not, it's not.
So you practice it, but you're not trying to pursue it as a career.
Exactly. But dude, when you spar with somebody, that's like it's like a whole other level.
Yeah, where are your emotions at?
Like I mean, like I'm always like even keel.
Yeah.
I'm just laughing though because when you were saying you're too old, immediately he's like, yeah, right. I was like, well, shit, that's timing that, right, right.
I'm washed. I'm old too, man. Listen, I'm old. I don't even want to say my age. I'm old, guys. That's it.
Nah, if you're just looking good, you'll never know.
Yeah. Like you'll never figure out my real age, but I'm old. Listen, I'm washed.
Yeah. So like, but yeah, it's just like it's insane because it's like you really have to like be on your P's and Q's or you're gonna get beat the hell up. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
So you really gotta.
And then
like,
at the end of the day, just like, hey, listen, he got the best of me. Shake hands or give a hug, and it's just like, that's insane. Like I'm a guy that I grew up in the streets, and like, if I fought you, it would be. It either goes two ways, right? Either like you become friends with the guy that you fought with, or like you never want to see each other in the same fucking area because you guys will kind of kill each other.
That's like a whole nother day, like episode fighting.
Yeah.
We gotta because we can get so in depth.
But that's why I made sure to write down the fighting because I knew it causes so much passion and emotions.
Yeah, no, it's
I make sure to do my research.
Yeah.
It's gonna be a big year for MMA. It's gonna be a big year for MMA. Yeah, for sure.
Yeah, no, honestly, yeah, it's just like a whole nother like level because like you said, like the discipline, but then just also like. It's like you're in there like trying to like rip each other's heads off,
Mm-hmm.
But it's just so different from like if you do like street fighting where people are stabbing and jumping and so it's like I was always like I'd rather fight someone one-on-one, that's it, you know what I mean? So it's just like
I think we all don't want to get stabbed in the parking lot.
Yeah, I think none of us want to get fucking
I mean,
shot.
if you do though, I'll tell you,
More power to
Green
you.
Acres Mall Walmart, great place. I love it. To this day,
That's the parking lot right there.
It's the parking lot out here.
Honestly, with Walmart fights and fucking Waffle House fights I've seen on the internet, they can be like the fucking prelims for the UFC.
I know. Hey, not to
Now
brag, my gym does get NYPD called a couple bunch. So
that alarm has gone off due to violence.
Actually, funny enough, I don't know if I joked that. A few days ago, actually, the fire alarm was going off. I'm the only one looking around. The only people looking around are looking at me like, why the fuck are you reacting? And I'm like, alright, fuck me, I guess. So I just go to the front desk casually. I'm not fucking running because already I'm getting death stares.
Yeah, exactly.
And he's like, oh no, man, dude's just smoking in the bathroom. It's good.
What?
And I'm like, all right, like it's a musty ass place, so I'm like, it's a great place to start smoking, I guess.
Fudge.
Yeah.
I know. I remember growing up, like if you smoked weed, like you'll get straight up locked up. So like I remember, that's how I was like, no weed, like I was like too afraid to smoke outside because you're getting arrested. So the time now is crazy.
Different, right?
Yeah.
And it's just.
Now it's like you could just walk up to a store, buy it, and like that's it.
Walk around the streets and smoke.
I've even seen people doing it between film sets, and that shit had my mind blown. I was like, what are you doing?
No way, really?
Yeah, I was like, the cojones.
No, okay, so you want to hear some funny ass, I'm actually not so funny.
Someone died.
But I was in a set, and I completely forgot that I was doing background. And like, we were in a long ass break, and there was a bar, like right across the street, and I was told the people, like, yo, let's just go to the bar for a little bit. They're not gonna say nothing. And like, the PAs come in, and they're like, what are you guys doing? I'm like, we're having a drink. We're going as adults. Like, you're on the clock. And I was like, oh, I forgot that this is a job, and you can't be drinking in the job.
Yo, did they keep you guys?
No, they kept us and everything.
Wow, that's
Good thing you brought enough people.
Yeah,
if
no,
it's just you solo, you're
right.
fucked. But it's
No.
like, oh well, that's 10 fucking
So
people.
we're like, oh, I'm gonna go ahead and report this, and I was like, do what you have to do. And
Yeah,
like,
as long as my check clears.
Nothing came out of it though, or anything like that. I was just like, whoa, how stupid was I? Like, I've completely forgotten. I was like, at
Brain
the gig.
fart.
Yeah, no, dude, crazy brain fart. It was crazy. It was fun though.
Happens.
It was worth it. It was worth it.
The
Yeah,
best
of course.
moments are the ones where, like, oh shit, I'm in trouble.
Yeah. It was kind of like that. I was like, oh.
It was like ask for forgiveness, not permission.
Dude, OD. And nothing happened out there. Yeah, the other day everything was good. So, yeah. Shout out to that PA, whoever you are. I forgot who you were, bro. Whatever.
Hey, maybe they made it in the big leagues now. Now they're the PA of a local Hooters. All right, next up we have Tiffany for the wet t-shirt contest. But before we dive into the segment, because we're breaking this up into bits, I spoke about brotherhood before in sports. You were in the ultimate brotherhood. You even went to my campus where he was a brother of a fraternity. Tell me what that's like, because I feel like when you think of that, you think of even crazier shit than what we're talking about on a couch.
Yeah, I mean, I would say that, again, just like almost anything in life, fraternities and sororities, they have like a bad, vibe to them. Like, everybody thinks that it's like automatically it's just drinking and doing crazy shit. It is for the most part. I'm not gonna lie, there was a lot of drinking involved, a lot of hazing involved, but for the most part, like, the people that I part of my fraternity are also the people that I'm like to this day going to like their weddings, like their kids call me like uncle. So it is a family. It legit is like, I'm not gonna say they're like brothers of mine, but just think of it as like I gained like 1,000 more cousins. I would say that's the way that I kind of would see it as. And I would suggest to anybody who's watching this that like you're in college, whether it's undergrad, grad, please do yourself a favor and join a fraternity or sorority just for the networking alone. It is just so much. It's so worth. Like, I'll tell you like a little story about me. My senior year, I went to University of Buffalo. Shout out to the Bulls. We just ended up winning a bowl game. It was my senior year. A couple of weeks left in my senior year, and my fraternity brother from Colorado. We crossed together, so that means we're line brothers. Same year, same semester we pledged. He says, "Hey, what are you doing, LB, line brother?" And I'm like, "Nothing, man. I'm just getting ready for next weekend. We have like a big show, and a lot of people from all over New York State are gonna come up to us." He was like, "Well, this week is our big show. Do you want to come to Colorado?" I was like, "Man, I can't afford to go to Colorado." He was like, "Don't worry about it. Like, I'm in charge of like a school program. I'll pay for your flight. I'll pay for your place to stay." And he flew me out there, man, and it was like an amazing time. First time I've been to Denver. But that's just like the power of like joining a fraternity. And there's a lot of crazy shit out there. There's a lot of, just with everything, do your research. Because there's good fraternities, there's bad fraternities. And I would just say just ask around. But overall, I would just say fraternity experience is amazing. everybody should do it.
If you ever need to close your eyes and put something in your mouth, that's probably a red flag.
That's a red flag, dude. Absolutely.
And
I would not say don't do that, man. Like, or like, if you gotta listen.
Look, he learned the hard way.
Oh, absolutely. Listen, when they put that band in my face, I'm like, oh no. Luckily, it was just yogurt. That's what they told me. Nah.
Yeah, yogurt.
The fraternity's yogurt.
Yeah. Oh man.
It was very sour, very thick.
Joking. That's terrible. Nah. Be careful with the drinking. That's all I was saying, man. That drinking stuff could get real crazy real quick.
Oh yeah.
So that's why, again, be smart, be safe, but still have fun. Just don't put any weird yogurt in your mouth.
No.
And
make sure it's yogurt.
Make sure it's yogurt. You know, ask him like, is it Dannon? But either
it
way,
did have that strawberry taste.
yeah, make sure it's flavored. There you go. That's a nice part.
Yeah.
So on that segment, we're gonna break off now and do the special sponsorship moment. So you'll see us back in a minute.